Namaskar, everyone. A warm welcome to all of you watching via live stream. Welcome to our Healing Circle this afternoon. I am Prema Devi, and I will be guiding you through the first segment of our session today. We will be activating the meridian channels in our body through tapping and nice clapping and bringing the body awareness to the front line, and then Krishna Priya is going to come for the second segment, and she will take you even deeper into the subtle aspect of the meridians as well. And then Shri Vasudeva, Gurudev, will be coming for our healing segment, meditation, at the end of the session. So before we begin, I will invite you to come into centering first. So we can just gently close our eyes, relaxing your body, breathing in deeply and slowly, bringing the awareness to the space between your eyebrows, coming into the mental field. Breathing into peace, breathing out peace. Tapping into the silence of the inner space. And as you exhale, just let go of any thoughts, any worries, any stresses that may be in the mind. Coming into full present awareness as you keep anchoring the breath. Bringing in the awareness of one mind, one heart, one consciousness. And as you continue to breathe in deeply and slowly, bring the attention into the heart area, into the chest. Breathing in to the love and joy that exists within your being. Bringing a beautiful smile in your face. Opening up the field to the healing space that we will be co-creating, all of us, during this session this afternoon. And feeling the gratitude for all the blessings and grace that we continue to receive in our journey through the light of all the masters, our own Gurudev, Shri Vasudeva. And just allow yourself to expand and breathe it in deeply and slowly. Feeling one heart, one mind, and one energy field that unites us all. And now I invite you to bring the awareness into your navel area, right into your belly, breathing out fully, and breathing in deeply, feeling your feet fully grounded, and strong in the body. Bringing the mind into the body. And being grateful for having this physical instrument to grow and learn. And just notice if there are any sensations such as heat, warm, or coldness as you continue to breathe in deeply, recharging the body with prana. And in the next exhale, I will invite you to gently open your eyes and bring the awareness fully back into your physical body, feeling your feet grounded into the earth as we get ready to start our first session with our whole body tapping. First, so for those of you that are sitting, I will invite you to stand as we get ready for our dungeon tapping. You can open your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and your knees are lightly bended. So you want to create like a nice bouncing motion as we do the tapping. And then we will be focusing in the dungeon area. For those of you that haven't seen me before, the dungeon is just 2 inches below the navel. So we want to activate and stimulate this area. Again, gathering the energy into the dungeon area, and then we will be getting into the meridians all along the body. So we're going to be tapping 50 times into the dungeon, and something important to mention is the counting out loud, as the counting helps us to regulate the breath with the movement. So as we count, we exhale, and the inhaling happens automatically. So this way you can actually recharge the body with lots of chi or prana. So let's start together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Relaxing shoulders. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. And now give it a nice rub. Now we're going to go into the intestine exercises. If you are pregnant, have high blood pressure, or any hernias in the abdominal area, please just continue to do the regular breaths as we go deep into the movements. So when we exhale, we count, bringing the belly towards the spine and slightly up, and then we release as if you're inflating a balloon, which it will happen automatically, even without you thinking about it. So the inhaling happens in between exhales. So we're going to do 20 slowly and then 10 fast. This will help us to detox the whole abdominal area by stimulating the bowel movements, and also it will allow the breathing to go even deeper as you actually are activating and stimulating and de-stressing the whole intestinal area. So let's start with 20. Again, in this case, women can have the right hand closer to their belly and men the left one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. And now we're going to do 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So by now you probably are feeling a nice warmth or heating feeling in the whole abdominal area. Now we're going to do with a full body tapping, starting with your left lung. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now raising your left hand, coming all the way down to your palm and clapping. Congratulate yourself for being here today. And now the left palm comes down, coming back to shoulder and armpit. Bending to the right, tapping all along the left side of your ribs. And coming back to center, and we switch sides. With your right lung, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right palm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clapping. And back to shoulder. And armpit. Bending to the left. Tapping all along the side of your right ribs. Coming back to center. Release. And now gently bending your upper body forward as you push your hips back, bringing the palms on your kidneys and tapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now all the way down to your feet, through the back of your legs. Insteps. Coming back up through the front of your legs. Tapping all along the side of your hips. And now we're going to go down through the side of our legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and inwards, upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And give it a nice shake. Shaking feet, hands, legs, and arms. Now we come back to center. Now we're going to start up and down with our shoulders, lifting them as close to your ears as you can, and drop. 10 times, counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we're going to open our arms as you're making big circles. As you go up, you stretch yourself as if trying to touch the ceiling and around. 2, 3, stretching your smile as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we want to open our arms to the sides. And now stretch your arms to both sides. Feel that you're touching the walls and wiggle your fingers. Wiggle, wiggle, your thumbs included. And now we're going to twist our arms while keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Both palms are facing up. And now you're going to twist one arm at a time. Again, here we are stimulating all the meridians along the side of your arms. And then we go to the left. 10 times. 1, 2, imagine you are squeezing a cloth. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and released. Now bringing our palms on our kidneys, and we do our waist rotations as you come to the left. 3, 4, 5, and the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now gently bending your knees. Your hands are slightly over them without adding any pressure. So we can do our knee rotations to the right. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, inwards. 1, 2, 3, and outwards. 1, 2, and 3. And now we stretch and bending your upper body forward and bouncing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And gently placing your fingers on the ground if possible, and swing your hips side to side, releasing any lower back tension. And gently bending your knees as you slowly come back to center, strengthening your spine, and give your feet and hands a nice shake. And now we're going to interlock our fingers, breathing into chest and breathing out, bringing arms towards the ceiling, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed, breathing into center and breathing out as you turn to the left from your hips. In, out, in, and out. Coming back to center, breathing in once more, and exhale to the right. In, out, in, out, in, and out. Coming back to center and releasing both arms and palms. Now we're going to interlock again, breathing into chest and breathing out to center as you bend your legs even more, as if you are coming into a squat position, relaxing your shoulders and chest, keeping them down, breathing in and breathing out as you turn to the left and bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming back to center, we release our palms and now we interlock our fingers again, but this time we switch fingers. If we were interlocking them like this, we just move them one finger over, breathing into chest and breathing out to center. In and out, turning to the right and bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming back to center and release. Very nice. Now we're going to bring our feet together. And if you wish, you can gently close your eyes as you raise your arms above your head, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Your palms are facing each other, and imagine that you are holding an energy ball within your palms. And from this energy ball, there is light coming down into your head, your chest, your belly, brain, heart, and dungeon. You can gently open your eyes and find a spot on the ground right in front of you, so you can fix your side as you come onto your toes, lifting your heels, holding the energy ball, and counting together as you work with your dungeon, breathing into the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And releasing your heels and arms. Bringing your palms over your kidneys and pushing your hips and chest forward. Breathing into your heart and exhaling through your mouth. Heart and exhale. Coming back to center and sweeping your hands right behind your legs, all the way down, releasing the arms in front of you and gently swinging side to side. Gently bending your knees as you come up, back into center position. Breathing into dungeon and breathing out. And I thank you for participating in this first part of our healing session this afternoon. Thank you so much all. Namaskar, and Krishna Priya will be with you in a few seconds.
Namaskar everyone, and a very warm welcome to our second segment of the Healing Circle. So we continue deepening the energy awareness for our health of the body, but also healing all the organs, healing also our emotions, our inner space, bringing the mind into another space, more focused, more centered, that Guruji in the healing meditation will take us deeper and deeper to more deeper levels of healing through meditation. So in this second segment, I'm inviting you, if you want to stand up, please continue to stand up, to come with the feet on the floor again, placing the soles of your feet on the floor, knees above the ankles, hips above the knees. That's very important to keep the hips above the knees. Drop the tailbone down and also drop the shoulders a bit down as the palms are turning backwards. So we are not staying straight like this, we are staying like this, where the energy flows freely. Now there is a connection to the crown of the head energetically with the cosmic energies, also spiritual energies, so we feel lengthened in one direction, and in another time we feel grounded and connecting through the base of the spine on the earth. So make sure you make these adjustments before we start the second segment. Be comfortable in this position. Bring the mind into the body again, connect with the breath. And now the first exercise, we're gonna start collecting the energy. So here we're gonna move the hand in front of the body, in front of the dantians, collecting the energy. Here, we make a connection from the palms with the etheric field of the body, the energy field of the body, creating and stimulating more energy. But also the mind, it's very important, as we always trace these energy pathways from the mind as well. So you can place your left hand on the kidneys at the back, and with the right hand in front of the lower dantian, keep that energy connection between the palm and the lower dantian. Start circling the hands as you want to draw the energy. You move the energy between the palm and the body. You circle the hand, and you feel that connection between the palm and the lower dantian and the belly. And as you go deeper and wider, now you open the circles, moving slowly with awareness, and take the energy throughout the entire body and collecting from the universe, from the source itself. So here we collect the energy around the body. If you want, you can shower it down in the same time, clearing the energies, and we come back and we're collecting back into the lower dantian. As we go deeper, the energy goes into a point as a laser point deep inside into the lower dantian. Now we go back, we collect. The breath is moving freely as the energy guides. If you want to lengthen your breath, to slow the breath, depending how you are, center inside. Gather the energy from the entire universe around the body, scooping the energy, really showering, embracing the entire body with the energy, and then coming back and collect the energy back into the lower dantian. And here you see that as the energy is condensing into a point, if you feel that connection, you feel like a pulsation inside of the lower dantian, where is the place of that energy field. And we go back and we collect. From the entire universe, from the source itself, embracing the whole body. If you want to work energetically into the energetic points, the chakras, you can imagine you embrace and you clear these pathways. You clear the chakras and you also fill the chakras with fresh energy. And we come back into the lower dantian. Now here you can take both palms, place them on the lower dantian, and feel the energy. Feel the energy in front of the mid-dantian, in front of the chest. You can open your palms around the arms, place them in front of the chest. See where the chi field it is in this moment, your auric field. Your palms will sense that, your arms will sense that, and will keep it exactly in that perfect place. And then we can go up to the upper dantian. See how the hands are guiding you, shoulders are relaxed, body is relaxed. The hands are held in the energy field. And slowly come back. And relax the hands. The next energy exercise I'm going to present to you for the first time, it's a Neigong exercise. It's coming from Qigong, from the internal power of Qigong, inner cultivation. As you see, Qigong can have dynamic movements, but the Neigong have deeper components where you work more subtly with the energy. So here we're going to do the circling hands with a microcosmic orbit. You all heard about the microcosmic orbit, that it's a circuit of energy that runs continuously throughout the body. And it works on the governing meridian on the back of the spine and on the conceptual meridian in front of the body. Now, tracing these meridians with the hands and with the mind will increase more flow of energy, will smoothen more the chi, and also will bring more vitality and more healing in the body. So let's get accustomed with these circling hands. Now keep your palms in front of the body and feel the energy ball between the palms. You can connect the palms as a magnet attracting and rejecting, and see the energy ball between the palms. Now keep the awareness of this ball of energy between the palms all the time. Now we're going to work with circling hands on the vertical energetic meridians of the body, in front and to the back. So we always look for this vertical movement. And we're going to circle the hands with 2 circles. You can imagine 2 circles, one here and one here, just in front of the body. And hands, we're going to follow these circles all the time. As we're going to go deeper, I will bring more elements into the circling hands. Just at the beginning, be able to follow the circling hands. And now also include the microcosmic orbit that runs at the back of the spine up to the crown point, and from the crown point down in front of the body to the perineum. Now another element that I'm presenting, it's shifting the weight of the body. Now when we come up, we move the energy on the governing meridian at the back. We shift the weight on the toes. And when we sink down, we go on the heels, and we move the energy down in front of the body. So here, up and down. And feel as you raise up and lower down. Up on the back, and down. Up and down. Now the mind, it's focused. The mind, it's centered. The mind, it's in the body. The mind, it's connected with the energy. Just at the beginning, be able to circle the hands, follow the governing and the conceptual meridian. It calms the mind, it calms the emotions, brings more focus, more spiritual development in the same time, healing in the body. Now another component that I'm going to bring, it's closing and opening. Now we have 2 points here in this part of the body, so we're going to close and open, coming on the toes. Close and open. This facilitates more rise up of the energy. Now the knees always will stay on top of the feet. When we do the squat, we're doing more from the thighs. And raise up. That's really working with the power of the energy. Follow the governing and conceptual meridian. Coordinate the body and the energy. Relax the body. And now another component that it's working here, it's the C-spine curve. If you see, the spine, it's not straight all the time. It has the shape that the baby is in the mother's womb. And that's the shape that it's natural, and is the most healthiest and program energetically healthiest that it's possible. So copying that shape of the C curve from the baby, it brings back that energy imprint of the perfect health, and also decontracts the spine, opens the vertebrae along the spine, and facilitates more energy move in the microcosmic orbit. So let's include all these energy steps. Raise up, closing, be able to remember all the points, but the most important, to follow the governing on the back of the spine, flow of energy and the conceptual going down in front of the body through the perineum. And we do it a bit more again, and then we're gonna close the session with Zhang Zhuang or Uchi, standing energization meditation. And prepare to close and bring the palms on the lower dantian now. If you want, you can keep them in front of the lower dantian, or you can keep them directly on the lower dantian. Keeping the same position of the body, perineum drops down, knees unlocked, shoulders down. There is a release here, a letting go in the body. And observe what the circly hands did for you, how the energy moves in the body. If you are able to follow the governing and the conceptual meridians in the body with your mind now, or if the energy is moving by itself. Let's now take the step to the standing Qigong, very energizing, cultivating the energy. So here, we're going to keep the palms in front of the lower dantian, creating the perfect space that your auric etheric field is opening up for you in this moment. Round the hands, drop slowly the shoulders, and feel that the hands are held in this energy field. If you would like to work with some parts of your body that requires more healing, just with a quiet mind, with a focused mind, with a slow and circular movement of the breath, you can send the energy in that part of the body. If, for example, if it's in the lower part of the body, you are in the perfect position with the hands. As this increases and brings more healing energy in the lower part of the body, in the organs, increasing the energy into the lower dantian, the storage of energy in the physical body. Keep the knees slightly unlocked. Feet shoulders apart. If you came late into the streaming, I just remind you the steps for this perfect standing. Drop slowly the tailbone, drop the shoulders. Make sure you relax completely. The eyes are open. You look far away in the universe, and you are able also to look within yourself. Feel If the hands wants to open up more, if the energy field increases, just move them as the energy guides you. You can also observe the perineum energy, the kidneys energies, all the organs in the lower part of the body, and we have many organs there. Energize them, send healing, love and light to them. And the next one will be in front of the middle dantian, that is connecting more with the heart, with the thymus gland, with the lungs. And here, in some experiences of some students and myself as well, sometimes the energy is so high that the hands are just open naturally. So if you feel that pull, you can just move the hands as the energy guides you. Observe this etheric field around your body and send healing love and light to your body and to the organs that needs, and also to the organs as lungs, heart. Just observe the power of the chi, that the body is held in this field of energy, the field of healing, the field of openness. And now the third movement in the Wu Qi or standing Qigong will be holding the moon. So here is for the upper dantian. Remember, the shoulders are really relaxed. In the training that I had, the teacher would have come to our shoulders and feel if there is any tension over there. So you can do it yourself with your mind. Check if you have tension there, and drop that tension. Drop that shoulders more down. And be able to hold the energy into the upper part of the body for more mental clarity, focus. Remember to keep the eyes open. Look far away in the universe, deep within, inside yourself. And slowly lower the arms, moving them in front of the body, conceptual meridian that we work on. And now gather and move the energy down into the lower dantian. We need to ground back again, open up the arms, embracing your auric field, your energy body, gathering all the energies. And now with the palms facing down, move them in front of your body. If you can imagine or feel that you are massaging your organs, your tissues, even your bones with your energy field, and move the energy down into the lower dantian. Rest them there, move the energy with the mind into the feet, and ground yourself in the body. And relax the hands. Now, if you would like to sit down, please, as we are going to our healing box. So here in the temple, we have gathered all the names of the souls that needs healing. It might be ourselves, it might be our families, but also we gather your energy thoughts, your energy names that needs healing in these days. So please, with the palms facing in front, with your good heart intention, mind intention, for all the names here, but also for all the names or the souls that you are related with, in your family, in your community, workplaces, in your country, and in your entire world. Let's send our healing love and light for all humanity. May we all be healed. May we all be uplifted. May we all accommodating in the divine love and light. On peace, peace, peace. Thank you very much, everyone, for your participation. It was an introduction today to the Neigong practices that I'm also learning and practicing more and more. So next time we're going to share more about it. And now, with all our love and good thoughts, we are inviting Guruji for the next segment to take us deeper into another aspect of the healing meditation. Namaskar, Guruji.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to the meditation segment of the Healing Circle. And just to say, the work that you've been doing really comes from the energy body, a body of light. We may call it the quantum body. That is what you are. You're not the physical body. You operate in and through the physical body. So the physical body is giving your energy being a human experience. So you're not the human, you are the spiritual light and energy that is operating in and through the human. So it's extremely important in our meditations, in our energy-based practices, that we come into energy awareness. And operate in energy awareness. Now, you're given the possibilities of influencing the body through the different chakras that you have. So the more you go into the energy body, and the more you come into chakra awareness, and prana awareness, or chi awareness, the more you can drive the energies within you to heal, to revitalize, to restore, to uplift, to manage, to control. So you need that kind of power. When you operate without energy awareness, without prana awareness, without chi awareness, and without chakra awareness, you are not able to manage the body in the best possible way. So some of you may think, oh, I'm able to manage the body. Well, you're doing that from chakra awareness if you are able to manage the body in some way. So it's extremely important that you come into energy awareness and understand it for what it is. Because sometimes we're using energies, whether it's the mind and the heart and the vitality of the gut, we're using the prana, but we're not aware that we're using the prana. And we're using chakras, but we're not aware that we're using the chakras. We may go to the core and strengthen the core while you're also strengthening a chakra there. You may go to the heart and improve the emotion of the heart while you're also tapping into a chakra there. You may go into the mind and learn how to manage your mind. You're also using the chakra there. So what I try to do in these programs is take you more into the energy awareness so that you identify yourself as an energy entity or an energy body. And the source of all energies come from the consciousness center within us. So consciousness center is separate from the energy. Although it's related to the energy because energy and consciousness are one, the energy comes out of the consciousness and returns into the consciousness. And so they are one. So the consciousness source that you have, it's also apart from the energy, so you can look at all the energy plays. And that's why we come more into a witnessing mode, so that you could center more in pure consciousness and be able to appreciate all the energy flows within you. And the more and more you come into consciousness awareness, the more you will see the destabilizing or destructive energies that you sometimes create through your inability to control emotion, control thoughts, or control the vitality of the body. So it's extremely important that you really become more energy aware. And to do that, you need to center in the deepest part of your consciousness where you can view the whole play of energy in the way of witnessing without judgment, without labeling, with objectivity. So you have that power within you. And the reason why I spend so much time with you, it is to co-create a space with you that we can help each other. Those of us who are more evolved in the consciousness, we can help those of us who are growing in the consciousness. And those of us who are stable in the consciousness can hold us a field of stability in co-creative mode that all can benefit from it. So obviously when I talk to you, you can see the control of my voice, you can see the control of my attention, you can see the control of my emotion, you can see the control of my mind, because I am in the physical body, but managing the physical body from all the chakras. I'm using every chakra now. I'm using the root because I'm speaking with groundedness. I'm using the gut because I can feel fiery when I do things and stable. I'm using the heart so that I can reach you on the inside to lift you emotionally. I'm using the throat, as you can see with my communication and my listening to your field, your information field. And I'm using my mind, which gives me ultimate power over all the other energies. The center of mental control is like the main control center that you have within your being. So the reason why I stay with you is to help to co-create this space with all of you, that everyone can benefit from a co-creative space of energy. And consciousness is one center. Energies may vary, your individual energy patterns may vary, but a center of being is one. It's a field of pure consciousness. So stay with me on this journey. If you don't feel anything, don't become disappointed or depressed, because you are feeling something. But in your expectation, you may think you need to feel something else. So you are feeling something. The fact that you are with me means that you are attracted to this energy field. The fact that you have a mind operating energetically, you're feeling something. The fact that you have emotions operating, you're feeling something. The fact that you have a physical experience and can feel pains in the body or excitement in the body, you are operating in energy awareness. Now, when I generate a field of silence for my being, I'm in co-creative mode with you. I'm capable, just as you are, of spreading the silence into space through every heart that is joining together. So though I'm sitting here in Trinidad and Tobago, in the Caribbean, I am with you right where you are in the consciousness center. And if you just open up your awareness in silence, you'll pick that up, that I can feel his energy with me. So my joy is not operating like a human individual talking to a group of people. My joy is operating as an energy center in the consciousness that can communicate with you beyond words, beyond thoughts. So when I go into the silence with you, that's what I'm doing. I'm intensely in your field. So don't feel that you don't hear my voice, so I'm not with you. I'm absolutely more with you. So here's where I will take you into the meditative experience for well-being. Always a joy for me, and I hope that it will be a joy for you as well. So let's sit in a proper posture wherever you are. Use your breathing to create a balance in the energy space. Just open the belly to breathe. Open the chest to breathe. Breathe into the throat. Fill the lungs and take your attention to the back of the neck, to the third eye, the energy center in the brain that operates the mind, and take your attention as far into the brain as you can go, as a center of pure awareness at the top of the head. Give attention to the spinal column. That's extremely important because that is your energy conduit, the spinal column and the brain. There's a different pathway that goes into the brain from the back of the neck, from the brain stem. The length of the spinal column, you have one central nadi or channel. In the science of Qi, we call that the governor meridian. In the chakra system, we call it the Sushumna nadi. Give attention to the spinal column as you breathe. Because when you breathe, you not only fill your lungs with oxygen, but you are activating channels along the Sushumna nadi, the central nadi. You are activating Ida and Pingala nadis, two channels that are connected to left and right nostrils. And find a rhythm in the breath that works for you. You may begin by breathing a little bit deeper, stronger, and then as your energy becomes more balanced, it gets slower. The rhythm gets slower. And you feel more peace overall within your being. Now listen to the sound of the breath. Even if it appears that you can hear nothing, just keep your attention on the breath. And when you breathe out completely, pause for a moment. You should be at the root, the Muladhara chakra. Pause for a moment there. And then breathe in, upwards. When you go to the gut, hold the awareness of firepower. When you go to the heart, hold the awareness of love energy. When you go to the throat, hold the idea of silence and deep listening and calmness. When you go to the back of the neck, connecting with the third eye, hold the awareness of the mental field. And silence in that field, peacefulness in that field, non-judgment in that field, unconditional loving that comes from that field. It is the mind that gives latitude to the heart. By opening up the mindset, the attitude, the intention. Stay with the breathing until you can feel balance at every level. I'm with you, you're with me, you're in my field and I'm in your field. I'm at the center of your being and you are at the center of my being. So whatever I'm doing, you can pick it up if you really become silent and receptive. As you work the belly area, when you bring the breath there, just tapping to the vital energy of the second chakra if you can. If you feel it coming within your energetic visibility or experience. It adds to the vitality of the core. And when you go down to your root, if you feel that you are not connected there, just contract the perineum a little bit, that you really bring the consciousness there until you can feel your root. Root brings stability in the body, and it allows you to channel energy into the physical body, the bones, muscles, tissues, ligaments. And when you come to your heart, you come into that space of loving what you're doing. And if the mind is not yet silent, you work the breath slowly, with control. So what you're doing is removing stresses. Because we have been emotionally involved or active during the day, because all our energies have been active and outward. Bring it into balance by using the breathing. And if you can feel the energy behind the breath, the prana or the chi, then you will find it helps you to bring all your energy into stability. Stay with me. Make the breath long if you need to. And if you feel that you need intuitive feeling, if you feel that you need to go to any particular center and breathe there a little more, then spend extra time there. Because that's a way of relieving stresses from that point. Breathe the stress away in the out-breath and breathe peace with the awareness of vitality as you breathe in. Now you are working in your energy body. Because you're using the energy of the breath, using the energy of intention, the energy of the mind. Just to remind you that when you hold the body in your mental awareness, you're holding the body in a quantum field, an energy field. So try to maintain complete body awareness. If you find a mantra is coming into your mind, like Om, Om Guru, short mantras that can work with the breath, or even Soham, then use it to hold your mind in stability. Now, co-create this field with me. I'm going into a period of silence with you, that you can bring balance to every level and you can center in your energy body. Stay with me. We are in the healing field. Stay centered. Don't let the mind stray. Use a mantra if you need to. And open yourself to the collective field for support. If you take a moment to open your heart to send energy to each other and hold yourself in a collective field, you may find yourself experiencing a deeper uplift or a stronger uplift. It is in giving that we receive. It is in opening up our space that more comes. Now keep your attention on your entire physical being. It's a healing meditation that involves the physical body as well. Don't get too lost in a meditative space. Stay with well-being at every level. Remember, wherever you take your mind, you take energy. Whatever your intention is, it generates energy. The divine energy of Kundalini is also in your field. So be intuitively open to guidance from her. Sometimes she moves your hands, or sways your body, or lengthens the breath, or shortens the breath, or bring intuitive thoughts to the mind. Open yourself to her presence and guidance in the field. And for those of you who have issues with particular areas, keep your attention there, because you want to generate prana there. Intention generates prana. Focus holds you in the pranic field. Breath moves prana. So take your breath to the point that is challenging. And if you have no challenges within the body, take it everywhere. And as you breathe out, feel that you're driving away through your intention any energy that is destabilizing or disturbing. So use that practice, breathing in healing energy to the point. When you're breathing, center in healing energy and channel it to the point. And when you breathe out, hold the awareness that you're breathing away all stresses, all pains. That's a very powerful quantum action or activity. Now I'm going to go into the silence with you because I want to enjoy this to the fullest. I've given instructions to you. Use it. I'm in a field supporting your using of these instructions. Now slowly open your awareness to the physical field around you. And you do that through your physical body. Your physical body is connected to the physical field around you. So open your awareness to the gross body and to its connection to nature around you and to the physical world around you. And for those of you who can feel your chakras strongly, if you go to your roots, you're connected to the earth and to your earth body. At the sacral chakra, you connect to water and taste. Root chakra, you connect to smell. Navel chakra, you connected to firepower and to light and to seeing. Heart chakra, you connect to air and touch, skin awareness. Throat chakra, you connect to hearing and sound. And breathe in more of the gross breath. Bring in more oxygen. Then you energize the physical senses, the sense organs. And you will feel more in touch with the world from your soul being. More grounded in the root and to the earth. More connected to taste and to water consciousness. More connected to fire and light, heat and light, and colors. More connected to heart and to touch, and to feel, and throat, connected to ear and hearing. And take a moment to celebrate your humanity. The body is a gift of life in the human experience. It ought to be cherished. It ought to be loved. It ought to be held in appreciation for what it is. And hold the intention to continue to take care of this body in the way that nature meant it to be. That our bodies may radiate with vitality. And let's open our awareness to hold our world in our intentions. And let's pray for a world of peace, love, and harmony. And let's pray that all those who are challenged in our world today, physically, mentally, emotionally, that they be awakened to the light of the divine within them. And let's pray that the divine grant us all the healing solutions in its perfect way to keep our world safe and healthy and protected. And we'll use the mantra from the Vedas to strengthen this intention. The Mahamrityunjaya mantra, the deathless mantra. Deathless means that we are held in immortal consciousness. The Amritat expresses that intention. Please hold us, hold me in deathless consciousness. And to remove everything that is unhealthy, all attachments, all disease. The part of the mantra that deals with that is Uruvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshya. It says, free us from death and everything that is unhealthy, from that consciousness. And then the prayer for vitality and, and longevity. Sugandhi Pushtivardhanam. We pray that the energies of the divine, we call it the fragrance of the divine, Sugandhim, nourishes and bring abundance. And then we pray in the mantra, I honor you, O all-seeing one. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe. So let's chant this mantra that we may energize our being with this consciousness and spread it to our world. Let's pray for the healing of our world through the divine. Join me. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So thank you everyone for joining us in our healing circle today. We hope that you've been nourished by the experience of the healing circle, the entire healing circle today. And we hope that you will continue to work on your well-being at every level. We continue to support that. So now I'm just going to give you 15 minutes of my time. If you want to comment on anything, you want to ask a question, you want to share an experience, feel free to do that within the short time. So we open the field. Also, if you want to stay in the silence, it's pretty fine for me. Okay, so we have Sarveshwari from Holland.
Namaskar, Gurudev. Namaskar, all. I always wonder what exactly is happening when the breath is gone.
Or when the breath is gone, the pranas are still continuing. The Ida Pingala is still operating. And in fact, even if you don't have the breath, for example, certain yogis can go into hibernation where they're not physically breathing, but they have the prana engagement on. So you have, it's also the meridians. So you can have the meridians working on the inside, or the energy flows on the inside, without the breath. So, but even so, when your breath becomes very shallow, it's still there, but it's very shallow, almost imperceptible, that you can't feel it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
I,
yeah, so the idea is that the mind is becoming more rested because you don't need thought power in the brain, and the heart relaxes, the body relaxes, and you find less need for the active breath, but more the pranic breath holds you in its field.
yeah, I even have the experience that, to say it in words, that my energy system is breathing instead of the physical breathing.
Yeah, for sure, it's breathing. The breath is
Yeah,
not only about oxygen, it's also about prana.
yeah, yeah. It's always a very special experience, and I had it this evening again. So it often happens during healing sessions, also at home,
Yes.
for years. But it's how do you call it? It's like a wonder that it happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Thank you, Sarveshwari.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
All right, everybody. So we'll stay in the silence. I'm glad that you chose silence. So we stay in the silence. We keep the energy with us, and we continue to keep the practices going. We here at the ashram we practice every day, and just to say to you that because you're in a body, and the body is an animal, the body has its own tendencies. If you don't train the animal instinct that we have, if you don't train the animal body, then you're going to find it difficult to control. It's like when you have a pet and you don't train it well, then it becomes more difficult to control. And so that's why it's so important to keep these physical routines every day, whether it's qigong, yoga, breathing practices. And the more you do that with regularity and with focus and with intention, the more you'll find your body habituating to it. The body works best with discipline. And your body works with a circadian rhythm. So there's a time for sleep, there's a time for wake, there's a time for activity. The body operates in a circadian rhythm. Yeah, so I've lost the screen, but I'm still talking to you. The body works in a circadian rhythm. So there's a time to eat, there's a time for activity, there's a time for sleep, and it's nice when you can really appreciate that. A time for everything, to breathe. And in the Chinese medicine, you have that 24-hour clock with the meridians. And also in the Ayurveda science of India, you have that circadian rhythm. So let me wish you a marvelous evening, everyone. And we look forward to the next healing circle. Have a blessed evening. Namaskar.